Hi, my name is Stephanie Pecci, and this is my pre-K lesson. As a pre-K teacher, I have used this lesson previously in my classroom. What I do is each week, my students and I focus on learning a different letter. So instead of letter of the day, my classroom has letter of the week, and we do different activities involving the letter that we are learning for the week. This particular lesson plan that I am up to in my classroom currently is for the letter V. So what I do is when I come in the morning, I post different pictures of things starting with whatever letter we are learning for that week. So for this week, it will be the letter V all around my classroom. And we take a little tour of the letter. I also include some words that do not start with that letter. So if I have a Valentine or a violin, I will also post somewhere maybe a picture of a bear or a dog, and we'll go through those letter sounds as well. So it's a review of what we have already learned in letters that we already know, along with telling apart the differences between those letter sounds and the sound that we are hoping to learn for the week. So after we take our tour, I usually call the class to the rug, and at the rug I begin to write the letter on the whiteboard, and I ask students if they recognize the letter, and they should, since we have just taken a tour showing all of the photos that involve the letter V and things like that. So they should be able to recognize it. I will also point out the letter that is on our classroom storytime rug where the children will be sitting because I have the alphabet on it. And I will ask students to raise their finger and trace the letter V with me. And once students feel comfortable enough in that area, I ask them to come up to the whiteboard and to write the letter V. Usually the first 2 days involve me helping the children hold the dry erase marker on the whiteboard and actually demonstrating for them how it should be done, and then by the 3rd day of the week they should be able to do it on their own. What we are looking for is the correct way of writing the letter V, so you don't want a student to draw a line and a line. I am teaching my students to not remove their pencil from the paper, so to go down and to go right back up, which most students struggle with at an early age. Continuing on with that lesson, I will probably say some words that were not hung up around my classroom that start with the letter V. I usually find poems that all the first letters, the first words begin with the letter that we are learning for the week, and I will read that out loud. Then what I like to do is show students a picture, something that looks like this. Now this is for the letter F. So just imagine this using the letter V. And I usually enlarge the photos, and when I enlarge the photos, I cut them out. And I show the students the pictures. So over here it has a feather, a fence, but then we have an airplane. So the students are supposed to say what's in the photo and then tell me if it starts with the letter that we are learning for the week. So I will have photos like this for the letter V. Students can also do the following activities in their center time. For writing, they can have V is for Valentine. I usually like to do the letter V around Valentine's Day, so that we make Valentines and introduce the letter and the letter sounds. And in here, students can write the letter V over and over again inside the letter V in the Writing Center. Students in the Art Center can trace over the letter V and then create their own Valentines. Also in the Writing Center, or even in the Math Center, because I usually like to make this a Can You Find game, we have the letter V, where the students circle the objects that start with the letter V, and then they count how many they have found that start with the letter V. And then in the Reading Center, I have a variety of books that promote the letter and the letter sound, where students can go and read something like this. This is called the Valentine Train. I just made a quick photocopy of it. And for example, it says he gave a valentine to Pat at the grocery store, so the students will stop and point out whenever they hear the word that we are connecting with the sound. So for this lesson, it would be Valentine. Starts with the letter V. That's pretty much it, and that's how my students get to recognize the letters and the letter sounds. They get similar sheets like this to take home for homework as well, and to work on with the parents. And I also send home a newsletter that informs the parents of the activities that we have already done and how they can help and foster more extended learning with the letter at home. Thank you.